Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube video. It's the home of the 5 minutes. 5 minute video. I can tell you everything you need to know in 5 minutes. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades. I've been doing this, yes, for 50 years, actually 49 to be specific. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters, and I have a whole team of former IRS agents really on staff to help you. My contact information will be below. I do these videos for 3 reasons. One, to educate you. As a former IRS agent, I have valuable information that people really need to have. I like to give you information that you cannot get really from other people. It's enough to have you make a good informed decision. And number 3, and the most important, is so you don't get ripped off. I started this channel 2 years ago when I realized there was a lot of people reading scripts and salespeople trying to sell the thing and you information, and you weren't getting good, authentic information you need to make decisions. There's a lot of rip-off companies out there. They advertise a lot. They use salesmen to sign you up, and their back-end office has very little information that they get from the person when the case actually came into them. So you've paid these people a fee, and the person who's working the case has no idea what they tell you. So by the way, when I worked at IRS, I was an offer and compromise specialist. I taught the offer program. I accepted and denied offers. So whatever I tell you are the exact way things are gonna go down. Anyway, today I want to talk to you, having worked as many offers as I have, and I try to clarify a lot of things. There's two important facets of the offer and compromise that you must know. If you don't know these things, your offer is not going to go through. IRS probably accepts around 18% of offers and compromise. The majority are turned down because people don't understand the program. They've extended the statute plus a year, and sometimes people pay that 20% and lose their money to IRS. You don't need to do that. You also don't need to give the firm of money until they've looked at your financial statement. So the 2 reasons that IRS rejects offers and compromise are these. Taxpayers or the practitioners or the people representing you do not understand the National Standards Program. That is the number 1 reason that IRS rejects your offer and compromise. The National Standards Program says when you fill out your financial statement, you're putting your income and your expenses down. What you need to understand, and this is big, if you owe IRS debt, is that IRS only allows you to live on certain expenses in the categories of food and clothing, housing and utilities, car payments, and to operate your car. You must use IRS fixed expenses. If you don't know those, don't work with IRS. Don't talk to anybody that does. You must understand the National Standards Program, because if IRS kind of baits you. They ask you what your living expenses are, but IRS isn't necessarily going to allow those. They're going to go ahead and change them to their National Standards Program. That is the number 1 reason offers and compromise, and that people cannot get their normal payment agreement accepted because they don't understand that. The second thing that's very, very important is this. The values that you use for your assets are usually wrong. You may put one value. IRS, the agent like me, is going to do their due diligence to go ahead and make a determination. That's my cat walking. It's a good luck cat, by the way. You've seen the cat brings you good luck. Anyway, it's not my cat, by the way. I have to watch the cat. Anyway, at the end of the day, IRS is going to look closely at the values that you put down. If you put down a house, they're going to actually check Zillow or Realtor.com. They're going to look at those values, and many times what IRS does is they actually adjust the values you're putting down. So IRS's goal is to get the most out of you, not necessarily to accept the offer. If you want an offer and compromise through, it behooves you to find someone who's worked at IRS or someone who knows what the hell they're doing. Also, one other thing If you're going to file an offer and you're going to do it yourself, good luck. Offers are tough to get through, I explained, but you can do it. But at the end of the day, if you got a large dollar offer, you have no business doing this yourself. You'll never get it accepted. IRS is tougher on large dollar cases. They're going to look at your case a lot more than you think they are, and they take a year to get accepted, just so you know. So anyway, if you have an offer and you think it's credible, you want me to look at it, we're welcome to do that. I'll give you a free initial consultation. If not, know those two important things: the National Standard Program and what your assets are really worth. That's going to drive it. Make sure all your tax returns are filed and your withholding is up to date. If not, IRS isn't going to work your offer and compromise. Thank you for your time. If this information was good, give me a subscription. YouTube loves subscriptions, okay? Thank you so very much. I appreciate your time and your listening. The cat also tells you goodbye.